Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, looks good. Alright. Welcome back to the weekend, everybody. Did I... Yeah, I fused and everything, right? I think we're ready. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. My name's Twice. Today will just be kind of a lazy-daisy Persona 4 Golden Weekend stream that we're so used to at this point. We're close to the end. We're closing in on it for sure. Naoto, Yosuke, Teddy. I already set it up that way. Wow, I'm just that good. I think we're just smashing through Heaven for a second time, grinding up before the final dungeon / boss. So just a lot of smashing around. Lazy grinding day. Basically playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Darkness will work.
You know how it is.
You can beat it.
Weak to
You
wind.
need to shut 'em out.
You're weak
Ice
to...
won't work.
Ugh.
Beat it to a pulp. Keep going, guys.
And maybe, quite honestly, hopefully, we'll get to the final portion of the story. Main story, at least.
What is this?
Reset scan. Light will work on it. This should be a snap. Go for it, guys.
Gonna play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater?
Fun. Congrats, guys.
Mm-mm.
My skills have been honed.
No. I own it, and I'm very bad at it. I mean, if you wanted a stream of just people skinning their knees, why don't you just watch like 8th graders at the playground? You'll get arrested, but, I mean, same diff, really. It's a lesson in extravagant confidence and immediate defeat. Hey, Gabe. We don't want to watch you play X Pro Skater well. That's right. No one watches me to play well. I had almost forgotten.
That was beneath me.
Go get him. Go, go, go. Move now, Tokyo.
Like, I can do it. It's just not great.
Go get him. Go. Yes, we won. Congrats.
I don't have any of the past like history and nostalgia where I can pull upon that to remember the layouts of the old maps and stuff. I remember playing the very first level at a friend's house, and that's it. That one thing has exhausted my entire library of Tony Hawk Pro Skater knowledge and expertise.
Light will work on it. This should be a snap.
That's great. We're just gonna all rush physical attacks because we can do that now.
Hang in there.
We're simple folk. We're just here to grind and get a good weapon at the top of this area. That's it. Still, that does seem to take a while. But hey, this is good. Progress towards the end. Finishing this before the end of July so we can start up a new game for like our weekend bonus streams. Because there's a couple games coming out at the end of July that I'd love to play on stream, but that'll be up to you, the viewers. Persona 3 next. I'm gonna wait for that to inevitably get ported, I think. If they ported Persona 4 Golden, they've got to port Persona 3 FES. at some point. You know? Oh, son of a gun. That's a treasure hand. Oh no, I'm gotta somehow. Okay, gotta do this. Yep. Run into the wall, run into the wall. You son of a bitch. Where's it going? Oh my god, it's still there. Still going. No, I'm not done chasing you. Whew. Hope it gets ported. Yeah, I mean, I'd love if it was FES, because,
Don't let it get away. You can win this.
Sorry, actually, I hope it's portable, because I don't want to not control my own characters. They actually... It physically causes me pain.
3 of them. Don't give up now, okay? Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
I want to crit. Crit me. Probably should have kept more crits in the party, but such is life. I too am bewildered. Yeah, it wouldn't be Persona 5 unless like people paid me an exorbitant amount of money to play through Persona 5 again. Because I've played through it 3 times now. I'm done. I'm done for a while with Persona 5. We got one.
Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
Well done, everyone.
It'd be Persona 3 if anything on that end. SMT5 coming soon. Yeah, and SMT3 got ported. So that is also a possibility. Nocturne, specifically. Also on the Switch and PS4 and a bunch of other stuff. Lots of JRPG possibilities, but at the end of July is also the Ace Attorney duology, the Great Ace Attorney duology, and then Twooey 2,
Give me a sec. I'll do a
both
quick
of which
scan.
could also be a pretty good
This'll be an easy win. 4 of them. You need to thin them out.
bonus stream experience, I think.
Enemy down. That's the way
You could watch me go get disbarred from 2 different countries, or play a sequel to a game no one played that came out 14 years ago. Both hella interesting.
Is everyone ready? Get set.
But yes, SMTV 5, SMTV, I said 5 twice, also out at the end of the year. Lots of JRPGs, lots of stuff to stream.
I gained a level.
Do we really want to get rid of something? Probably the... I don't really care about the light and the dark. Not a big fan.
Looks like that one's going to win. Marvelous. Go get him. Go, go, go.
Yeah, I hope everyone's weekend went well.
All right, we won. We did it.
All that good stuff. pretty hot out today, but I'm probably gonna have to mow the lawn later. In my domestic life. Window into my domestic suburban life. Right there. Other than that, I may have had the absolute laziest day of my entire life. Or at least for a long time yesterday, so. Actually consciously by choice. I worked way too many hours last week, which to me is any hours over 40. And just kind of got pooped, so I slept from 11:30 on Friday to 12:30 on Saturday, and decided I wasn't going to get out of bed for most of the day, and I didn't, other than to eat and to shower and stuff. It was a nice relaxing day. I needed it. I feel like as long as you commit yourself to, like, look, I know today's gonna be a lazy day, but that's okay. Sometimes you just need it. Then you can kind of avoid those creeping feelings of, you know, constant productivity that life sometimes forces you to feel.
Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
So it was nice yesterday.
Yosuke-senpai.
So I have actually no stories from the weekend.
You're gonna pay,
Actually, zilch.
Marvelous. Go get him. Go, go, go.
And today, I don't know, it's Father's Day. I called my pops, and that's it. Welcome to possibly the laziest weekend I've ever had in years. It's been worth it. I feel refreshed.
You okay, Yosuke-senpai?
I know I
You
sound
look hurt.
very tired, and I kind of still am, but it's more of a drowsy tired, you know? Contented.
That one's immune to electricity. Keep going, senpai. Keep going, guys. Hang tight.
I should probably figure out what this one's weakness is, since it's resisting physical. Otherwise, we're gonna...
No. Last
Okay,
one.
we have no idea, so let's just hit him with some magic.
It's quite tenacious.
Damn, it's not going down.
Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
What a tedious fight!
Teddy, you're pushing it, man.
You all right, Teddy? Your health's low.
It's like halfway.
Careful. That enemy's immune to wind.
Which one? Let's find out.
4 enemies left.
Only one of them. That's not bad.
You're on a roll, senpai.
Alright.
2 defeated.
Old one just enervates, which isn't that bad.
Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
Unless everybody misses, and then we get hit with Heat
Are
Wave.
you okay?
But then
Someone heal him.
it's still not a big deal.
Okay, let's go.
We should have that looked at.
I'm just trying to unlock the trophy for 250 lines. I'm definitely not ignoring my party members' immediate distress.
Teddy, you should have that looked at.
Okay, I am. I forget. Tab. 400. Wow, that's beefy. Some antibiotics. Wow. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? I'm doing good. I've had possibly the laziest weekend of my life.
Set scan.
So I have nothing to say. Just, you know, welcome. We have fire, right? Yeah.
Persona. It's quite tenacious. 4 enemies left.
That was
Don't
just
give
a...
up.
whatever. Thought you forgot about the bonus stream.
Go get 'em. Go.
I posted about it. Again, only on Discord because I forgot about Twitter again. But hey, yeah. Legitimately, the most activity I did this weekend was responding to people on Discord a couple of times. That's it. That is all. Nothing else. Well, okay, no, I played video games and stuff and like watched TV, but no, I physically committed all the way to the laziest weekend I could possibly come up with. And it's worked out. It's worked out quite well. Contented. Hey, if cookies don't taste good, you just... It's hard to pull off. Bad cookies? It's not impossible, but if you mess up cookies, it's one of the easier things, you know? Gnocchi and mascarpone and tomato sauce with spicy chicken.
That one's immune to darkness. Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
If I hadn't just had some really good French toast, I'd be hungry. But no, I shoved that into my mouth like a glutton, too.
Yosuke-senpai. Oh man, oh man. Naoto-kun. Oh, this isn't good.
I'm pissed now.
Naoto-kun's hurt pretty bad. Can you heal her?
I cannot. Only Teddy could do such a thing.
2 enemies down.
Now good answer.
Is everyone ready? Get
Does
set.
sound really good,
All
though.
right, here goes.
Yeah, go.
So now this is the most activity I've done all weekend, which is honestly, it's exhausting me right now.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
But you know, hey, anything for y'all.
Enemy down. Go to town, Naoto-kun.
Plus, this isn't, you know, the most
Enemy down.
energy and
Enemies I see.
sucking game I've ever played. Not a lot of attention needs to be paid. Just a little bit.
Senpai, your defense has been lowered. Teddy, no. Can someone help him?
Ooh, that
I
went
say this
well.
would be the bratwursts. Ooh. Brats can be pretty darn tasty. They're just, I mean, they're gourmet hot dogs, right? They're obviously not, but okay, Virgin collapse. I get it. You're tired. Me too. But you don't see me complaining about it. Ridiculous. Do I have... Oh, I really don't have any heals, huh? Yeah. But I mean, they're basically fancy hot dogs. And hot dogs are already delicious, so...
Careful. That enemy's immune to wind. Go get him. Go. Good move, Naoto-kun. You're on a roll.
Cheese pieces in it? Yep.
Go get him. Go.
Gourmet, man. That's some gourmet shit.
Again, Yosuke-senpai.
I had some brats recently that had jalapeno pieces in it, but I wasn't told about that until after I bit into it. For those of you who aren't completely weakened by anything remotely spicy, I'm sure they were delicious, but for me, I may have died.
Watch it. That one's immune to fire.
Okay, so you're strong against wind. You're mediocre against wind. What about gun? Are you weak to gun?
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start. Give me a sec. I'll do a quick scan. It's weak to ice. 4 of them.
What a
We need to thin 'em
convenient problem for us to have. Dad had those kind of, not totally immune to spicy, but it ain't a fun surprise. Yeah, I am the physical embodiment of the white guy that's joked about that has mayo listed as top tier spicy. I am, in fact, that guy.
Gained a level.
What can I say? I'm a chump. But it's not entirely, you know, untrue. Like,
Watch it. That one's
some Southwest mayo stuff has even a remote amount of spice. I'm just like, whew,
to a pop.
you're really hitting me hard here. You know, I mean, if I play into the stereotype, I might as well lean fully into it, right? Like, I'll go to a, I'm gonna say like a famous Thai place. It's famous locally because, like, it's cheap, it has a lot of food, and every college student ever goes to it because cheap and a lot of food is the type of food that you like as college students. Not really like, oh, I like Chinese, I like Mexicans. Like, I like cheap and a lot of food. Please, thank you. Dietary needs? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't... Just give me lots of food. That's it. The end. Alright. All those 4 cards for 1 single chess key.
Hey, congrats!
Thank you.
I climbed the stairway to maturity!
Volume equals dietary needs in college? Yep, it's true. The 2 needs. Volume, price. But anyways, when I go to the Thai place, they're like they have like a spice level, and it's
Immune to wind.
like yoga flame and a bunch of stuff, and you know, death blossom and other cool names for it. And I'm just like, can I just have no spice, please? And then they look really disappointed at me, but they give it to me. I can deal with it. I deal with a disappointment. That's a sick crit animation. Completely ruined the timing of my joke where I meet with my parents every day for the disappointment I need in my life. That was too cool of a crit animation to not talk about. Really good Thai food by your house. Literally want to say a 5-minute bike ride away. When I was in college, a phrase that here means when I wasn't an old fogey. There was, when I moved into like a local place, out of the dorms into a place with friends, like most people do eventually. I don't actually... Wait, why did I not just go up the stairs? Nobody knows. I was too busy talking.
Are you all right now, Zuko?
There was a Jimmy John's that was in like a tiny little hut. I mean, it was less wide than my room. You can't see all of my room. Not that wide. I'd say this was like maybe 15 feet across, and then way far back. And it was just a little Jimmy John's that opened till like 4 in the morning or something like that. I had so many sandwiches from there. We want to talk about it. It was right down the street. It was in the middle of a neighborhood. It wasn't like we were next to, you know, the local area or whatever. It was just there. It delivered everywhere. But more importantly, it was right there and open till 4 in the morning. Which, as everyone knows, is the time when college students need food the most, 4 in the morning. Brother got a level 3 out of 5 spice level on a papaya salad. It's kind of scary to see him struggle to eat it. The most spicy immune person I know. Chelsea gets 4 out of 5 spice and doesn't seem fazed by it. It's, not gonna lie, both frightening and incredibly just inspiring. Until she orders food for me and forgets that I can't do anything spicy and then order something really spicy and then I die. But then she'll remember she might do it on purpose.
There's an enemy immune to
Oh
fire.
boy. I would.
Don't stop now.
It's hilarious.
Go for it, guys. Hang in there. Oh, nice move, Yosuke Senpai. Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
Crazy chain. As he's about to sue.
Nato-kun's busting heads and looking cool.
Ow! How cruel!
Nato-kun! Oh, this isn't good.
Naoto, get back up. It's fine.
Beat it to a pulp.
Let's go, partner. All right.
We're just zooming through these battles because we're just trying to get to the top. Uh-oh.
Enemy reinforcements. Huh? 5?
Alright. Well, that's not as good. Let's get a revive in then. If we can. I don't know if we have any more revives. No, we don't. Alright. Fair enough. And then we'll just do that.
Whoa, that was awesome, Yosuke Senpai.
Great. I know you have revives though, right? Cool. That way we still get the full experience on everyone. Everybody happy. Just rush through this.
Beat it to a pulp.
Eventually.
Guys.
That's what comes of underestimating me.
Another level for me.
We're on floor 4, right? Floor 5 or 6 we're probably gonna have to swap
You
back
alright,
out
Teddy? Your health's low.
to keep these levels flowing pretty easily and evenly. There we go. 2 could mean one of them's a, nope. I was gonna say a treasure hand, but no such luck. What in here? Nope. That's alright.
Careful. That enemy's immune
Keep
to
it up
wind.
now, Chad.
Fan favorite characters, person with knives, person with big heckin' sword, and gun. That's why Persona 5 was the most popular one. Everyone got a gun.
Hey, not bad, Teddy. Keep it up.
Alright, fine.
Persona.
Though I guess everyone in Persona 3 also has a gun.
Don't lower
but they fire it at their heads to summon their personas. It's a long story.
Enemy defeated.
Oh, Last Resort's just gonna do some damage.
No, Tokun. Oh,
Everyone
so
had
good.
guns? Now that is Pog. Is that the same as Gene Simmons' Love Gun? You're gonna have to ask Gene himself on that one. Just don't get enraptured by his tongue. Usually these are treasure hands. They're not this time.
Watch
That's
it.
annoying.
That one's immune to fire.
Yes, everyone in 5 has a gun that they fire at their head to evoke their personas, because you can only summon personas under extreme stress. And then after that, they decided, what if we just had them use cards instead? They're like, yeah, that's probably better. And in 5, they rip masks off their face and blood like streams down. So, you know, one step forward, 2 steps back, I suppose. But in 5, everyone has a different type of gun. It's what? I mean, there's the revolver, there's the assault rifle, shotgun, slingshot, RPG. There's a couple others that I'm forgetting, probably. Yeah, let's just smack them.
Keep going, guys.
What a tedious fight!
Three was wild. Still haven't finished 3 because, again, I'm just waiting for them to port it to PC. We'll stream it. I don't care. But you literally, except for Persona 3 Portable, which is only on the PlayStation Plus... PlayStation... What was it called? The Vita? No. What was the one before that? PlayStation Portable PSP. There we go. I figured it out. Except for that one, you couldn't control your characters at all. Only your character. The rest are completely automated 100% of the time. It is extremely frustrating. But I assume if they port... And they ported 4 Golden, right? They gotta port 3.
Oh, be
Hopefully.
careful.
At some
No
point.
good on this one.
And I'd love to play Persona 5 for you, but I've already played it 3 times through, and at some point I will get exhausted of Persona.
You okay, Senpai?
We need ourselves a bit of a break after this one, for sure. By the time we finish this, probably have like 75 hours into this. Oh, they've got resist.
You okay, Senpai? Hang in there.
I barely pay attention when we're just grinding, because it's just, you know, doesn't really matter. So I don't think there will be any personas on the voting
Come on,
list
this fight's not over.
next time through.
Some fix.
There, got it.
Persona doesn't really keep me too interested, don't know why. Well, you did also come by like halfway through. I would say if this doesn't get you interested, you should still check out 5, because I think it's more interesting of a game. At least it's definitely more flamboyant and flourishy.
Senpai, that was so cool.
No, there'll be more genres of game, for sure,
Go for it, guys.
on the
Hang in
next
there.
voting list. Well, we didn't have a voting list to start with. This was just something I started up a while back. And also, this is still a port of like a 10-year-old game / 13-year-old game, depending on whether you consider this or Golden like the end-all be-all. It feels like everyone's first Persona that they like fully play through is their favorite. So this one still kind of remains my favorite because it's got big Scooby-Doo vibes of a completely incompetent group of people trying to solve a mystery, complete with silly mascot. And I dig that. But I can also see the, I always forget, the arguments for everybody else's favorite, you know? I feel like also it's similar to Pokemon. Like most people's favorite Pokemon is the first one they play, or very close to it. Usually, not always. You know, it's not a completely accurate statement every time, but it's just kind of the way people work.
Be careful. There's an ice immune enemy. Oh, nice move, Yosuke-senpai. Go get him! Go, go, go!
Okay, you guys don't like physical attacks.
Hey, not bad, Teddy. Keep it up.
Do you know what you do like fire? About ice instead. That's my game. I don't know. Hey, you can knock any of the games we play.
It's not working!
Doesn't bother me none.
Don't lower your guard now.
That's some thick skin.
Like, games aren't flawless. I get it.
Let's go.
Enemy down.
Good one,
Go to
Naoto.
town, Naoto-kun.
No, we'll have extremely vague poll options coming around hopefully mid-July whenever we finish this,
All right.
and then start up a new game series at the end of July. Approximate timing may vary. I'll have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 options on the poll. It'll be a good time. Wait, is that what I've been using? No, it's just someone else's. We've got Growth 3 on there.
I
Gotcha.
climbed the stairway to maturity.
But no, I won't give any hints. But it still will be probably pretty easy to figure out which ones are which. Surprises are more fun after all. Or I guess they're more fun when everyone's involved. They're like pranks. If everyone can find a prank funny, you know, it's the best type of prank. If not everyone can find a prank funny, then you're just kind of an asshole. That work? Unclear.
Oh, that's not good.
Weak to electricity. That's unfortunate. We don't have Kanji in our party. We do have this ball of lightning though.
Enemy down.
Surprises are fun until they aren't.
Enemy down.
Sorry, that sounds so much like a a true crime documentary. Like they were the perfect family
2 enemies left.
until
Don't lower
they
your guard
weren't. Like darkens the screen, goes all negative, blood stains splatter.
All yours. I couldn't defeat it.
The cabbages were the perfect image of a perfect family. Until Tuesday. It was a normal afternoon for the Cabbage family. Doing the Cabbage Patch dance. They just resist an almighty attack? Are you shitting me?
It's so puny.
That doesn't seem fair.
What? I can't defeat it.
I do hate the suspense. Suspense is the worst unless you're actively subjecting yourself to it. See movies and television shows. Now, if someone that you like or is important to you is like, we need to talk, and then leaves to go on red for like a week. That kind of suspense, I don't like that one as much.
Let's go. It's quite
That's how you
delicious.
develop ulcers.
Hey, not bad, Teddy. Keep it up.
Persona.
You hear the cabbages can only process that for a moment, so you're very, very confused. I couldn't think of a reasonable last name. I guess the Smiths. That's all I could think of. I was about to use my own last name, and then I was like, maybe don't do that. Your family might be watching and confused. Like the second time the Sigma drive's shown up. Wonder what that does. Plus, like, I get that it's not the most entertaining game to watch. Completely like, throwing you off from our previous topic,
That
but
one's immune to darkness.
like, for example, in 5, the dungeons aren't randomly generated. They're all a set, like, amount of traps and bosses, and everything's, like, set piece out. It keeps you far more engaged, I guess would be the word. I enjoyed the dungeons a lot more in 5. No doubt about it.
All yours.
But hey, I've never played Golden, so
Did it, Mountain
that, and you also have no heckin' idea what's happening, so that's fun. Jumping in the middle of things, I get it. On the plus side, we are nearing the end of the game, which is why we'll be starting up a new one soon. This will not change anyone's problem from jumping in the middle of things, because most of the games will be semi-story-based at the very least, but it should still be fun. Just big games get left for the weekend streams, because otherwise we stream them for months on end, and there's only so much you can do with that before you run out of topics. Unless it's Isaac, because Isaac I can go
Light's no good on this
consistently
one.
with. That's because roguelikes are a lot easier to talk about long term.
Enemy defeated. You're off to a good start.
Otherwise I have to talk about like my personal life and also have to come up with my own stories, and that's hard. It's too difficult for me.
Yosuke Senpai was cool? No way. Well, now there, got it. It's weak to ice.
Same thing happened with Chicory. One just missed the first stream. That one at least you could enjoy the the painting and everything. And chapters kinda have their own separate plots and everything. JRPGs, it's like, man, if you don't follow it from the start, I start to go cross and you're just like, excuse me? Don't need you carrying the condom by yourself. Hey. That's why I appreciate if I have any viewers talk to. Otherwise, I actually look like a crazy person. I am a crazy person. But I don't need to look like it. You know, we gotta keep up appearances. We do. Okay, you're not a hand. We are not finding the treasure hands very much. It's very sad.
Two enemies on the field. Crush them. Favorite guys, hang in there. Oh, nice move, Yosuke Senpai. Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
Maybe I'm a crazy person. You're just a virtual embodiment of something from your past. Who knows? I mean, Pog. If I can crazy up enough viewers to get a crazy partnership from Twitch, I mean, that's pretty exciting. Email from Twitch. We're very worried about you, so we're giving you the partnership in hopes that you perhaps retain a little bit of your sanity. Heck yeah.
Again, Yosuke Senpai.
Wow, Yosuke Senpai, out to steal the show, huh? It got back up. Beat it fast. Beat it to a pulp. Keep going, guys.
Alright, let's steal your cards because we don't really need HPSP. Rather... I guess we could do like half money. Get rid of the half money. Boom. We swept. And got the World Serpent as our persona. There it is. Come here, you son of a bitch. Enemy advantage. Ridiculous.
Ooh, a rare one. Don't let it get away. Teddy, no. Can someone help him?
Are they both gonna escape? No. Okay, we at least have a chance with one of them.
Counting on you. Persona.
So I'm just bring up a random topic and find something to ramble about. Yeah, I mean, same. Sometimes I'll write stuff down to remember for later. Other times I just kind of, you know, you just wing it. Like an essay question on a test. Sometimes you just kind of gotta wing it. You have 2 more paragraphs to fit in and you don't really have any more points to bring up. But by God, you will still fill that part out. One way or another. Oops, that is not what we wanted to do.
Come on, this fight's not over.
I guess that applies for like most essays though. Like, oh, it's a 5-page minimum and you've done all of your tricks of the trade. You know, you like space out a little. You're like, all right, contractions, just gonna slice those, separate the words out. You've gotten a couple more. Cool, great. And you're still only at like 4 pages. You're like, damn, okay, well, I gotta at the very least add a couple paragraphs to fill this out. So I'm gonna add a couple things that reiterate things I've already said, or that don't fully relate, and hope you don't notice. You work on Discord, just say random things, people laugh and carry it for a while. It's like you're testing things out for a stand-up routine. I'm just working some stuff out. One time I kept bringing up feet, making people laugh too hard. Intriguing. The only joke I know about feet is that the creator of From Software, well, the head of From Software, apparently just really likes bare feet. Every single one of his like handmaidens, the Maiden in Black, all that, always bare feet. Dude likes feet. What a guy. Mainstream video games, casually inserts fetish. It's great. Nothing but respect for the guy. How are we doing on status now? Yosuke, Kanji, Naruto, Teddy. Okay, we're gonna do this hand. See if we get it. After that, we'll swap to the other party.
Got it. It's weak to darkness.
And from there,
Persona.
we'll get the rest of this dungeon done. I guess redone, right?
3 enemies left. You can win this.
All yours.
And so far, I made a comment. That is pretty far.
Way
Enemy
to go,
defeated.
Naoto.
Don't stop now, Naoto-kun.
Alright, the rest, it's just hoping for a crit.
Good one, Naoto.
Great, Senpai. Going for the kill.
And now we're gonna try to do the other crit? Maybe?
Naoto-kun's weakened. Please help her.
Or maybe we work on this one and then just also do the myriad arrows.
2 enemies left. Don't lower your guard now.
It's so stubborn.
It got back
Please
up.
don't escape.
Fast.
Thank you.
Yosuke-senpai, wake up.
Come on, Yosuke.
Yosuke-senpai, get up. Yosuke-senpai is busy.
Get up.
Naoto-kun's weakened. Please help
It's
her.
so stubborn.
Good move, Naoto-kun. You're on a roll. Go for it, guys. Hang in there.
Not gonna get you, are we? We're gonna be real close. We gotta hit all 4 of these shots. Alright, we're just really lucky, I guess. That's fine. We'll take it. Stream buffering. Isn't that great? I do my best to get as low... Ooh, the experience up there is really nice. Do my best to keep it like at low bitrate, because it's not like I have the best quality internet, but...
I need to
Should
strengthen myself
get
too.
everybody
My skills
leveled up.
have been honed.
Yep.
I climbed the stairway to maturity.
Yes, I leveled up.
Good, good. Alright. Alright, so use another go home. And swap out. Alright, everybody is now removed from my party. Okie dokie. Okay. I understand. And there we go. Then it lets you go back. If I didn't know how to do that, though, that would be really annoying. No doubt about that. Thankfully, we played it before. And I've played enough old school JRPGs to, you know, make my way around some of the more obtuse choices in their game design.
Four enemies left. Don't give up. Go for it, guys. Hang in there. Chie-senpai's persona is sealed.
It's over.
There! 2 enemies down. Great, Yuki. Senpai! 3 enemies defeated! Nice, Yukiko Senpai!
Damn, couldn't finish.
You actually can't do anything. You can't do
Senpai,
anything.
hang in there!
It's over.
There we go. Let's level up us another skill if we can.
All right, powered up.
Alright. This will just make the last dungeon a lot less painful to get through, honestly. Is most of the reason we've been doing this, is just to smooth out the amount of grinding that's needed. This is from experience of like hours upon hours of grinding in the final dungeon to catch up, because I had done none of these and I was pretty far behind. We've grown, we've matured, we know exactly what's needed, more or less.
Like that one's immune to wind. Yikes, it's tough!
Oh, okay, no. I did do something this week.
4 enemies left. Don't give up.
I played all of Your Turn to Die. It's all done. We've caught completely. Forgot to mention that.
Here I go!
I was interested. I played a little bit of it on Thursday, and then Friday came and went, and then suddenly I played it all. I don't know exactly what happened. Sorry, it did slip my mind.
Come on down.
I wasn't expecting that from you, Kanji.
It was a A+ tier recommendation.
She is
I must say.
acting weird.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Persona! I think I could get into this. Yay! I leveled up!
So that happened. Took me 5 days to watch a full playthrough. It took me 10 hours. Maybe 12.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
That one's
Something
immune
like
to
that.
darkness. Physical attacks won't work. What a pain.
Where did I end off? Whatever the ending is right now. Okay, so we did the first... Got through the first main game, got through the second main game, coffin... The coffin Russian roulette. The end of the coffin Russian roulette, which is complete gibberish to anyone who hasn't played this game. Absolute gibberish, but that is where I didn't even look at that. Ice,
Just
okay.
2 left.
I don't have
Come
any
on, This
ice.
fight's not over.
How about fire? Okay, that's fine.
Persona.
So, end of chapter 3, part 1, section B. Their naming conventions sound like my exam questions in college, but yes. Oops, again. Just finished.
Jeez,
I don't know.
Like someone
I
else.
can't explain myself other than I really like visual novels that are mysteries. So, Zero Escape, Danganronpa, Ace Attorney, and I guess now Your Turn to Die.
Persona! There!
Like, I am a...
Beat it.
I would die for another Danganronpa, and that was as close to another Danganronpa as I can get without officially giving me Danganronpa 4, which might never happen considering the ending of Danganronpa 3, which I won't spoil. But it's a pretty popular franchise, so it probably will happen at some point. At least I get more Ace Attorney games. Who did I kill? I want to hear your thoughts. Okay, so I enjoy the sub games a lot more than the trials. I thought the trials were the weaker part of the game, but the weaker part was still very interesting. Weaker is only relative to the first part of the game, if that makes sense.
Guys, Chie-senpai's really hurt.
You know what? Why don't we just, like, escape from these people?
Now's your chance. Run!
There's no point. But, I mean, I don't think you have a choice in the first chapter, right? So...
This is too much. I can't.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you need meat. I get it. So, like, the prof dropped, the stalker / nice person dropped, and, you know, BFF dropped. Yikes. I mean, you can tell it's kind of an homage because, I mean, I don't know if you've played Danganronpa, but in the very first spoilers for the literal first case of Danganronpa, the very first case has a red-haired baseball player as the murderer, and in this one, he wasn't the murderer, but they also have a red-haired baseball player who's pretty sus. And, I don't know. I enjoy stuff like that. What am I doing here? Talking is hard. Strong in and of itself, but weak compared to the rest. Yeah, I enjoyed the sub-games and the puzzles more so than the trials, because the trials weren't, like, about... oh, we need to figure out something, usually. It was just like, who's the sage, and the logic was interesting and stuff. It felt like it didn't have stakes. I know people died, but it was just... it wasn't like trying to figure out who did this. It was just like, who should die? Which I guess is the point, right? It hurts more because, like, it's not just, oh, this person deserves to die. It's just like, oh, well, we can't kill this person, or we can't. So, I get it, and I appreciate what it does for the, gosh dang it, the story. But, like, sub-games with, like, the Russian roulette and stuff, and it's like, oh, figure out this, you know, death room. I dig that stuff a lot. Oh, God, this is terrible.
I couldn't do it.
It hurts because there's not a good reason to kill him. Mostly. Tell me you didn't kill Kana. No, I didn't kill Kana. No, let's see. I guess, like, you could have totally not killed the fake Rekko, and then the fake Rekko kills the real Rekko, and then you keep Alice. But I definitely pushed the fake Rekko into a pit of spikes because I'm ruthless. So Alice died. Which, I mean, fine. And then, no, I didn't kill the middle schooler. I killed the guy who's been antagonizing me the entire game. I thought about it for a solid 30 seconds where I'm like,
Persona is sealed.
should I really do this? And then I thought back to all the times that they pissed me off, and I was like, yeah, I should. This is the correct decision.
So persistent.
I forgot how annoying these enemies in the game are.
Sheesh. Wake up!
Oh well.
Kanji's gone berserk.
And like the intrigue in between sub-games and stuff, very interesting. They've got very Monokuma-esque floor masters and all that. Killing So leads to a super bad end where Sarah forgets... Oh, you mean killing Kana, right? Sarah forgets Joe completely and So goes insane trying to kill him. That checks out, especially now that I know about the third chapter where he's like, oh yeah, that's my sister. Like, oh. That would have been bad. Yeah, no, I was like... could they be trying to trick me into not killing this person? And I'm like, no, I shouldn't kill the middle schooler with a bucket on her head. She's nice. And then I saved all the dummies, and then none of that mattered because all the dummies died, and the human that was pretending to be a dummy. Did I see the Q-Taro end, perchance? I didn't, but afterwards I looked up, like, hey, what are some alternate endings that you could have gotten for game overs? Because I got a couple of them, right? I, like, messed up on a couple of sub-games and stuff. So I saw it. I know what you're talking about. I didn't because he was acting really suspicious, where he's like, hey, if you just give me 10 tokens, I'll give you 40. I'm like, but why would you do that? I was like, Because he had given away the laptop before, and I was like, okay, so why would you do that? And I thought logically, I'm like, well, maybe he would have gotten a lot of tokens, and he wants the tokens, and then he's like, I just need 10 more tokens. I'm like, no thanks.
Enemy down. Great work, Yukiko-senpai. Snap out of it.
I thought Q-Taro was a very interesting and understandable character.
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai.
But,
2 defeated so far.
I mean, Jin's my favorite, and if anyone ever hurts him, I will kill everybody. And that's that. That's my one rule in that game. If you kill Jin, I will cry. That's it. That's my only threat.
I leveled up. You okay, Kanji? You seem low on health.
That's the only opinion I still hold. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff I enjoy. I mean, having alternate routes is kind of interesting. That's very visual novel-esque. And it probably creates a huge strain on the creator because you have to like figure out what these different routes now mean. I mean, I don't think the Alice Recco stuff matters that much. Probably. It changes some dialogue, probably, and that's about it. But the So or the Kana routes probably differ
Darkness won't
a
work.
lot.
Come on. Take this.
And that's going to be a pain to write.
Someone finish it off.
But I respect it. My only complaint now is that I'm near the end, but I can't finish it because it ain't done. Yeah, no, I played a little bit on Thursday night and I was like, and then I started up Friday. Definitely after work. And suddenly it was done. I don't know what happened. It was... I disassociated and I accidentally beat the game. What can I say?
Amazing, Yukiko-senpai. 2 defeated so
I've
far.
proven my manhood.
But it was good. It was a very entertaining game. I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. I didn't really have any, like, really hard... Well, like, I failed a few times for sure. But it wasn't, like, hard stuck or anything, where it's just like... Oh, you've... As long as you save often, it's not a pain, basically. Which, I mean, playing my fair share of RPG makers... I know to save frequently. There's no autosaves. Oh, I did it so fast. I'm impressed.
Uh-oh, that one's immune to darkness.
When I don't have to talk to anyone, I can play extremely quick. Like, the text went by in a flurry. Is my, But I don't want to face that tank. Let's just get out of here.
Now's your chance. Run.
That tank's really annoying. I just want to get to the final boss here and get to the story now. Well, not final boss, but the optional boss. So that helps. And if I don't read out any like dialogue aloud, I can read really fast. It's just a thing. And I've played a lot of visual novels like that. What can I say? Like, me playing a visual novel is like watching a playthrough at like 2.5 to 3 times speed. Other than like the puzzles. I'll just be like, voop, 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 voop. I'm just like, reading out loud and stuff. I don't even read out the text in game sometimes when I'm streaming. I get tired of it sometimes. What can I say? I'm a human being. But yes, Kerchu, we were indeed speed for that point in time.
Yukiko-senpai?
I mean, when I discovered the Danganronpa games, I ripped through them in like a day and a half each. Like just consistently. I still spent like 20 hours on them. I get really into them. What can I say? Nowadays, I try to savor stuff. Now, the counterpoint being, you've just seen me beat that game. Or heard me that I've beaten this game in like 10 hours, so... you may not believe me. But I do try to savor a little bit more now. Doesn't always work.
Is everyone ready? Get set. All right,
But, you know.
go! Beat 'em up!
Hey, what can I say? I like mystery games. I like them a lot. I used to read a bunch of, like, Agatha Christie's novels and, you know, Sherlock Holmes and all that BS. I love solving stuff. Even if solving stuff is, like, slamming my face against the solution until it gives up and says, okay, fine. You're very dumb. Here's the actual solution. And I'm like, yeah, did it!
That's not good. Darkness won't work.
No, get me out of the tanks. Still free to play game? Yeah, still completely free. It has its own manga, which is absolutely wild.
There are 2 enemies. Go for a free hit. Just what I'd expect, Chie-senpai. Go get him! Go, go, go!
Has a manga? Yeah, it's published in one of Shonen Jump's, like, various ancillary magazines. Or so my research has led me to believe. No, it's great time, honestly.
Oh, that's... That's amazing.
Great Lil Gam.
Keep it up.
No,
Just 2
no
left.
complaints.
Come on, this fight's not over.
Big thank you for the recommendation, quite honestly.
2 enemies down.
Now's our chance. At it. I live for this part.
Yikes, it's tough.
I'm trying to think of like favorite parts. I mean, I don't know. It was just very enjoyable. Twists were good. No big complaints. It was like a solid 9.5 game for me. Pretty well translated. I'm sure the writing's a little better in natural language, but I think the translation was pretty good.
Kill.
And yeah,
Whoa,
it was good stuff.
That was great.
And didn't even have the weird horny stuff that Danganronpa puts in sometimes. Which, you know, kind of actually really appreciate that. Gets kind of tiring after a while. Any twists you like, especially or were surprised by? I really enjoyed the... I kind of saw some of it coming with the Russian roulette coffin stuff, but like the hidden human, whose name I'm forgetting, pink hair, was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. Big thinking time. The fake doll with Rekko and stuff was really sick too. Like I said, most of my favorite like twist part were in the section 1 rather than section 2. The Trials, I'm like, I don't know. Trials 1 twist was just like, oh, who's the sage? And then Trials 2's twist was like, just kidding. All those trades were null and void. Oh, the guy that shot himself, right? At the end of the second trial, I was like, oh, wild.
All right, powered up.
Gashu. Hinako? Yeah, that sounds right. Like, the main games are fine. It's just like the absolute insanity of the sub-games are a lot more interesting. Which kind of works in reverse of Danganronpa, because Danganronpa is very like, alright, it's time to just relax. Don't worry about the fact that all of these other people could be plotting to kill you at any point in time. And then it ratchets up the tension repeatedly, and you're just like, ugh. Every time someone's like, oh no, someone's missing, you're just like, oh, and then they're fine, you're like, whew, and then it gets built up again, and you're like, oh. And then, like, the big payoff is the trial, where you have to actually figure out everything. It's almost in reverse of that. Nope, I hate this tank.
Now's your chance.
Get out of here, tank. Favorite or least favorite death? I knew what they were doing with Joe, and it still was one cruel son of a bitch. Oh, okay, we found the exit. Cool. Let's explore a little bit more. See if we can get a level up on someone. We haven't found a single treasure hand with this group yet. The rest were like... So's was cool because he broke out. But yeah, Joe's was just like, I know what you're doing and I'm not going to play your games, and it still was just like, oof.
That's not good. Darkness won't.
But I'm also very much used to your best friend and confidant dying early in those games, so... It hit hard, but also was like, yeah, we all knew this was coming. For the sake of character development and pain, both. But it was a nice little inversion of the formula I'm used to, which is building up to the trial rather than the trial's almost like a wrap-up. Favorite characters, Jin? I'd say like Jin, Kiji, and I liked how So was written, even if he was a turd, if that makes sense. And again, Rekko could beat me up, so honorary spot for Rekko. Though Kana is also growing on me pretty quickly. I liked a lot of them, honestly. Okay, well, let's try this. I don't know if this is the right group to take this on, but we'll try. Yeah, we like him in theory, but not in practice. There's a character both in 2 and... I'm sorry I'm only comparing it to Danganronpa. It's a different game, but it's my best basis of, like, here's what happened in a similar type of game. Danganronpa 2 and 3 has a similar character in both of them, but all three of them are different in their own ways. And they all work really well. It's the character you love to hate, and they're well written because of it. Alright, we gotta just absolutely try different things here. Okay, that's fine.
Last one. Go for it.
I mean, we can try electricity, why not?
It ain't going down.
Seal bomb.
Whoa, Kanji, that was
I think
great.
that silences.
Come on. Yeah. It's not working.
Okay, well, that
Physical attack won't work.
throws out a lot of my plans, because we've got 2 big physical damage dealers in our party right now. Mean. Alright. Let's swap out. For, maybe Robin Williams.
They've weakened Yukiko-senpai.
Glad you've been playing it. Still sad we finished so fast. It's a blessing and a curse. What can I say?
Keep it up.
Come on down.
So Chie is actually useless,
It ain't going down.
because she's a complete physical damage dealer here.
That's amazing, Yukiko-senpai.
Though if
Keep it up.
you just do that, I really don't even know what to do. I guess we could test out the other, okay, not that.
They've weakened Yukiko.
So, no Teddy. For sure.
Persona.
How about Wind? We do Wind next.
Last one. Go for it.
It's over. I couldn't do it.
I mean, again, as long as this one... Usually the optional bosses are just, like, big stat checks. So, I mean, as long as we can kind of keep this steady and just keeps on using Seal
It
Bomb,
ain't going down.
or being bewildered, even better, then I'm not super worried. Arc, no. Cyclone, yeah. How about this one?
Yikes, it's tough.
Alright.
Persona.
Persona. Lay down and die already.
Whoa, Kanji, that was great.
I'm trying to figure out if it's got something up its sleeve or if it's just gonna do this.
Someone finish it off.
It probably doesn't. It's not a
Persona.
big boss. It's just like a optional stat check. Bewilder's a fun word to use. There's a lot of good stuff in the English language. It's just buried under a bunch of BS. Because English is an absolute mess of a language.
Die already.
There's some good stuff in there. Alright, we don't actually need to worry about that because we can just keep doing that.
Couldn't quite beat it.
Just rest a lot drives you crazy.
Agility is down.
Miltank, the rest wasn't the worry for me. Miltank's was fucking rollout, man. If you can't stop it early, it'll just rip through your entire squad.
It's over.
Especially in a Nuzlocke,
So persistent.
where you've just gotten a lot of things that are weak to rollout. Absolute. I'll never forgive you, Whitney. Bufudyne.
Yukiko-senpai, are you okay?
Okay, you just pull out that? Are you kidding me?
Can you stand?
Okay, interesting. We got some beads and stuff, so that's fine.
I'm sorry.
Defenestration. Just throw a person or object out the window. It's a good one.
Persona.
It's a high quality word. If we could start hitting again, that would be cool.
Last one.
Alright,
Go for it.
but what's cooler than being cool? Kanji, ice cold?
Lay down
Hey.
and die already.
You okay, senpai? Hang in there.
Alright, this might actually just kill us. Yep,
Senpai? No!
we just need to swap out our party members. We could have easily ripped through that boss quicker. Yeah. Start of the floor. Yep, and then we'll go down. Does going down? No, it does not do what I thought it would. I'm gonna have to. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. We'll use another go home, I guess. Get an actual party in here that will work for us. Chie and Kanji really ain't it. Sorry, Chie. You just it's not you, it's the boss. It's fine with you. And then with Naoto. Then let's heal up a quick second. We should be good. Alright. 1 second. There we go. Okay, take two with a team that's actually, you know, works with some good
That one's
synergy.
immune to darkness. Naoto-kun, your agility is down.
Is that for us or for... That's for enemies. But we could counteract that. Stuff still be on? Carry stream now. No
Last one.
worries.
Go for it.
No worries at all. We're just here to relax. People come in and out all the time.
All yours.
Thanks for stopping by! One second. Let's figure out, like... You're weak to electricity, you're weak to wind. Is there any that's not weak to any... Yes, you, of all things. Alright, Book of Belial, I guess, is our goal here. As long as our main character doesn't get knocked out, then we're all set.
It's over.
So persistent. Oh, nice move, Yosuke-senpai.
Throw down.
It's fine.
Persona.
Once we get through this, we should be able to get to the actual good old story stuff.
It's quite tenacious.
This was just always going to have to be the boring first half of the stream, because we'd started this up. We've done every other dungeon, we might as well do this one. And then when we get to,
I can't defeat it. Oh, nice
Shadow
Senpai.
Iniba, or whatever the final dungeon is, then we're in a much better spot.
That's some thick skin.
I see, so it won't work.
Yeah, that's correct.
Persona!
That's fine. Innervation is not going to be a big deal. We're at pretty much full SP. Except for Yosuke, but Yosuke doesn't need too
Someone
much.
else's turn.
We'll guard here, I guess.
One enemy to go. Keep it up.
Persona.
And I know we're using extra SP here, but
It's over.
I think it's still worth it.
So persistent.
Okay, that changed nothing.
Now Takun can't use her persona now.
I'm starting to gather this boss actually just throws random bullshit out. And
Last one. Go for it.
not much else
Persona!
goes through this AI.
Someone finish this one off!
Persona.
Persona! There! Oh, I can't defeat it.
Maybe it really does throw random stuff out. Should have at least thrown out the ice there.
Someone else's turn.
And yet, here we sit. This is a much better team, though. Now that we actually know what we're dealing with. I mean, that's the case with most of these, like, SMT and Persona games. You need to know what it's weak to, what it's strong to, and what its moves are. And then you can actually build a team around it. So a lot of it's just, like, a guess. And then you're just like, well, let's hope everything goes well.
Yukiko-senpai needs help.
You're gonna pay, damn it.
And if it doesn't, you can usually get it the second time around. And if you can't, well, then there's always grinding. We don't even need to heal. This will just be a kill.
Careful, guys. You're really low on health.
We're good.
None shall escape!
Not bad, partner. Ha ha! Level up.
Alright. Works for me.
I'm about to collapse.
We're almost out of here. Okay, there's literally always something around here. We just gotta figure out where it is. Ah, here it is. Chakra ring. That's new. Wonder what that does. It's gotta be pretty good. What is it? Why are you doing this to me? Halves SP cost when using magic skills. What's the disguise mask do? Reduces the chance of silence. I mean, it's pretty good, but putting the chakra ring on Yukiko is like no-brainer. Alright, now we use one more go home, and that leaves us with like 2. 1. Have to buy a couple more. But a successful dungeon. And I predict we'll probably get to the start of the final dungeon by the end of today's stream, so that should be good. Hi everybody. Oh, that's right, you're both in the hospital. Alright, I'm gonna get some drinking and then be right back. We're also gonna save because I don't want that erased. It's happened before, it'll happen again. Don't want it to. Okay. Let's get reacquainted with where we're at. Everyone's in the hospital. I have other plans. Sorry, Yosuke. As a rank 10, you've now outlived your usefulness to me, friendship-wise. It's not you, it's my min-maxing problem. Angel skirt for 60,000 yen. Oh, gonna take it because it sounds good, but I bet it's terrible, and then we're gonna cry. Tomorrow we'll do our usual armory catch up, and should equip ourselves for the end game at this point. Right. Oh, sorry. I mean, everything's done. There will be no more dungeons. We've obviously solved it. Pay no attention to the more and more ominous fog that continues to crowd around all of Inaba. It's a-okay. Everything has been solved adequately and effectively. Pay no attention also to the terrible music that's going on currently. What do you got? Nope, not what I need. Sorry, the cat is just, you know, figuring out what she wants to do. Which currently is covering up my entire second monitor. Yeah. Oh, what a happy cat you are sometimes, I tell you. Lucky to have you. Little fluffy monster. Have we done any of these side quests? Hell if I know. All the side quests are just, hey, kill a specific monster and get a specific drop from that specific monster. Thank you and goodbye. They do be getting exhausting. Death was there waiting for us for a... Oh, hi, how's it going? Will I go visit Nanako? Oh, I can visit Nanako. It'd be kind of nice. I haven't finished the social link yet. But I feel like Nanako's social link will still be there after, now that we have the golden section, right? We were close on her anyways. Feels like we could start new ones instead. Alright, armory is step number 1. Time for hammers. Yeah. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. No. How about you? 8% increase. We should look for like big things that we haven't touched yet. Okay, we don't get anything there. Fair enough. Like, they're good, but I think we have some armor to buy, for example. Oh, this though. Oh, no, I didn't actually... Well, I really just want the vampire shoes, though. Alright, well, we've just spent it all on Chie now. She's our physical hitter. We literally have to. Plus, that'll give her some life vamp. Well, that was a waste of a lot of money. Good work, me. No, I want to talk to this guy. Okay, and then you have go homes, right? I have not locked my chair. That's better. Like 4 of them should be fine. Good enough. See if anyone else is ready for social linkage, otherwise we'll talk to death. Should be pretty exciting. I certainly would dig it. Okay. I think that side quest is literally from the first dungeon of the game, which, you know, on behalf of everybody, I'd just like to say my bad. Anything in Okina City, perhaps? I don't know if they'd put side quests there or not. Why, yes they would. What do you need? Invincible skirt. I just don't like exploring when it's like this. I know it's supposed to be creepy, but it's too creepy. Yes, that was me. She really likes meat. Is it your Is this your cat? The cat I've been feeding forever? Dog, I've been feeding this cat for months. Where the heck have you been? Inquiring minds would like to know. Oh, we completed the quest. Just gonna keep feeding it goldfish until I run out of goldfish or it runs out of stomach space. Damn. Infinite stomach cat wins again. Can't beat him. Hey there, Death. How you doing? That's right. Let's spend time with Death.
I'm so happy.
You're welcome.
Good day.
I introduced myself. A lovely name that suits you. I've lived here all my life, but I don't know you. Just moved here. 6 to 8 months ago. You're from the city, you may think it's a bit inconvenient here, but I think it's a nice town. Yeah, I think so too. It's nice to hear. It's good to hear pleasant things about your home. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I haven't introduced myself.
My name is Hisano Kuroda. I am Death.
Cool. I'm saying foolish things, I'm sorry. Still not used to this town. I'm pretty used to this town. But you're a kindly old woman, even though you call yourself Death. Boom. Another social link begun that we will not finish. Incomplete stuff. Here we go. It's all we do. Overpromise. Underdeliver. The stream motto. It's not like there was anything else there really to do. We'll finish Nanako's when she's out of the hospital. I hope. It's quite a foot you got there, Cat. We already did the janitorial duties. Do we have a social stat to still work out, don't we? Diligence. Yeah. I do want to max out everything we can. Which one gives us diligence? Envelopes. Gotcha. Because then we can also finish the beefy bean burrito bongo bonzo steak bowl that has triumphed over us for most of the game. Can't even see the sky with all this fog. I really don't like this weather. Well, why? I'm fine with it. People say the fog is poisonous, but I don't feel bad at all. You're worrying too much. Just imagine the town's supposed to be like this from the very beginning. Pretend that this is natural. More students are calling in sick lately, but I guess it's nothing really unusual. I mean, it is November, December. That's like sick day central. Flu season, man. Cold and flu season. Oh, maybe I should go home for today. Fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? Bad news is that I can't go home yet, though. It's the crushing reality of a full-time employee. Days like these, I just want to spend all day counting my money at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's all I got. It's easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Numbers with geometric progression are more difficult to count, boy. Here's a sequence that's even harder to count. Twice, can you answer this? What's this sequence called? I think that's the Fibonacci sequence, right? Because it's this plus whatever is previous, so it's 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. I think it's Fibonacci, but maybe not. Starting with 0, then 1, then all, there's the sum of the 2 before them. Sorry that I'm getting off topic, but my husband is acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but he's going on about how the fog is poisonous. Ugh, I'm so depressed. Let's just continue the lecture. Okay, Teach. Hope everything's okay at home. You have no choice to wait until the situation changes. Well, let's, a doll. Interesting. Let's check out all the side quests out here that we haven't done now. In the school, specifically. And also, if there's, like, any social links at all to do. I don't think there really is. TC is Group A, XE is Group B, MD is Group A, RN is Group B, BK is Group A, NE is Group B. Well, it's not argon. B was noble gases. I don't know what A was exactly. It'd be one of these two. That one is the only one I think is actually a thing, though. Nope. Chemistry ain't my forte. Alright, we'll do that tomorrow. But I recognize the noble gases. At least my, like, 11th grade chemistry classes worked out for me. still will never forgive my my college advisor for saying that. Oh, it looks like you did okay in the regular chemistry like placement test, so let's put you in the advanced class. It'll be really good for your major. I'm like, do I really have to do this for the major? And he's like, yeah. The hardest realization of college I've ever had. Rough stuff indeed. Organic chemistry. Alright, Kachi's there, but there's no social link. There we go. Got an old ore. Don't really know what that's for. We did it though. Yay! Was that Naoto? Oh, thank God we can actually do a social link. One single social link. Praise be.
Yeah.
Naoto seems to be thinking about something. Telling you the truth, I haven't been in contact with Grandpa lately. I wanted to confirm the items I assume the Phantom Thief stole, but our secretary, Yakushiji-san, passed along a message saying he went to visit an ailing friend in America. Since then, I haven't been able to reach either Grandpa or their cell phone. Well, no point in worrying about them now. I'm sure they're fine. On to business, I received a new challenge in the mail today. The card reads as follows. Jury to not rest or route for Fable, -40, -4. The sentence is written is gibberish. Is part of the riddle? -40, -4. On its own, it means nothing, but perhaps the minus part is important. Subtract the letters in 40 from the first part and the ones in 4 from the second. Junes table. Ah, yes. Thankfully, there's only one table in all of Junes, this giant megamart. A large ballpoint pen. It's another of the 7 detective tools I made. You can use it as a normal pen, but it also has a pen light and a miniature telescope. When this pen was still mine, I was just a child dreaming of becoming a detective, but being a man or a woman, I never thought about it. The lack of peers to compare myself to might have contributed to that. I had no friends. I was quite the outsider then, too. But why is that? Compared to the time I spent utterly alone, I worry more now that I'm with you and the others. I feel that I'm undergoing a change. You'll still be you, though. I know. I can't become anyone but myself, but the need to change and the desire to remain the same, they're mixed together, and it scares me. That she would show you this side of her must be a sign that she has opened her heart to you. We got rank 7. Slamming through it.
I'll see.
Alright, just gonna keep on doing envelopes until we hit rank 5 and everything. The cat right now has her face absolutely slammed into the wall of her bed. It's does not look comfortable, and yet here we sit. The old Japanese calendar has different names for the months. September was Nagatsuki, and October was Kanazuki. This weather feels like all the gods have gone away and left us since the last month. Fall is just nasty, isn't it? It's like being wrapped up in gauze, like a mummy or something. Of course, if my house was a nice one of the ancient pyramids, I probably wouldn't complain about it so much, but mummy's already dead, so they don't have anything to worry about. You, however, have tests coming up, and if you failed the last exams, you could have even more cause for concern. I don't want to see you haunting these halls. There are over 130 ancient pyramids in Egypt, but you don't know who is buried in the biggest one. I mean, it's the pyramids of Giza. I don't think it's King Tut's tomb. I don't think he was buried in the huge one. I don't think it's Cleopatra. I think it's Khufu. Yeah. Tomb of the Pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops, took over 20 years to build and was the tallest man-made structure in the world for almost 4 millennia. That's right, we could do the daycare center, but only that matters if either Rise or Naoto are not here. Team members always first. Excuse me. Naoto before Rise. This is not as fun without the K-pop and the J-pop and the, you know, soda pop to get me through the day. Just diligence me. Damn. One day we'll get this. We'll beat that bull. We will. I don't think that there are more and more people getting weird because of the fog, do you? You even see people wearing these huge gas masks around town. Yeah, people are getting sick, too. Haven't there been people saying a lot of weird stuff lately? Like that world is ending and global warming is because of original sin, nutty stuff like that. Hey, what do you think's going to happen if you think someone's sick but you don't do anything about it? To be honest, yesterday my dad... Blah, 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 blah. Yes, of course. Good morning. What's up, you guys? You don't look so well. You exhausted from studying for the test around the corner? Hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up in a whole month. Have you found your dates yet? Is that necessary? Got mine already. Was this just a humble brag about getting a girlfriend, Mr. Kondo? Which of these is considered a rice cake? Not you. Not you. I hope. So, one of these two. Oh, mochi is the only rice. Something pounded together is also called a cake. In this case, mochi as it is rice pounded together. Well. Silly me. I always think of mochi as just ice cream. Like the ignorant goober I am. I guess that's the inside, but the outside could... Okay. Indeed. We've been outed as an ignorant goober. But at least I sleep normally. Good lord, kitty. How do you even function? Did I drop you on your head as a kitten?
Yeah.
More than likely you ran into walls on your own as a kitten. You were pretty nutty. Alright, so we'll get rank 8 next linkage time. Oh, sorry, did I wake you up from your restful slumber, just smashing your face into a wall? Big sorry. if I had to assume, we'll hit, oh, son of a, I thought I clicked on the, wish it gave me a, are you sure you want to do this thing? I mean, I did make 15,000 yen there, so not bad, but yeah, I don't think, yeah, finals will be this week, and then after finals, I'm sure things will hit the fan. Maybe. I mean, it's gotta be soon, right? Give me back my, like, fun music. How dare this game throw consequences at me for the plot? It's insulting and inconceivable. Alright, let's go talk to Death.
Yeah.
Still. The more I look at you, the more you remind me of him. His nose just a little lower than yours, and his eyes a bit smaller, and his hair was shorter. And in fact, he was a completely different looking person than you, but I'm gonna pretend this is good anyways. So, he didn't look like me, though. Oh, maybe not so much in the face, but your expressions and the gestures you make, perhaps? My husband, that is. My husband passed away recently. We're like, whoa, that's too much. Do I look like death to you? Nope. You mustn't become death. You feel you brushed against the heavy weight that Hisano is bearing. Is it the gigantic sickle that she's carrying? The scythe? I'm with you. I feel like he has forgiven me. That can't possibly be true, though. After all, I'm the one who... Who what? Who what? Alas. Robbed. Are you gonna make me fall asleep early because of finals game? Don't you do it. Let me translate my, or make my envelopes. My diligence needs to be increased. Son of a gun. These last couple of social links have been absolutely brutal. Because it's just going to skip through this whole week now.
Yo!
This weather, man. What's up with this? It's really weird. You ever heard of anything like this before? Oh, and yeah, final starts today, but seriously, that's not the point right now. What's going to happen? Don't get it twisted. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's not going to help us if we start freaking out for no reason. But there have been a lot of weird rumors lately, not just the ones about the fog being poisonous. I just have a real bad feeling about all of this. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Can't wait to do more of these finals where we've only done about half of the things recently, so I've forgotten all the rest of the questions. What does French food stem from? I'm gonna assume it's Japanese food, because we're in Japan. Nope, it was Italian food, probably. What's the figure in figure skating? I would assume geometric shapes. Hey, look at us. We're not that bad at it. We already got top 10 in the exam, so we're fine. We got that achievement. Who's buried? It's Khufu. We did that today, so it's a lot easier to remember. Book of Maps is an atlas. That one's actually just a pretty easy question. You overhear students talking. There's no way we can keep the club going like this. Too many of our members are calling in sick. When's this damn fog gonna clear up? But, Senpai, the people who are just slacking off aren't showing up either, right? You can keep the club with the members you've left. Maybe the fog helped you find who's the most dedicated to being in the club. Well, that's one way of looking at it, I guess. It's fine! Everything's good. Hunky dory. Bride ale is bridal. What kind of bird is a conchidori? Sounds like a cuckoo to me. Some of these are ringing a bell, and some of them I'm just like going with my gut. Which country does the South Pole belong to? No country. And this is the Fibonacci sequence. And Friday it'll be like, hey, you think you did pretty good on the test. We've inched our way into December. You know what they say happened on the Midnight Channel? Someone said they turned it on, there was a picture of this town in complete ruins. Fred said she saw Inaba get swallowed up by the fog and sent it to some other dimension. She said there were monsters coming out of the fog too, like in that story. Have you noticed? Ever since this fog started, it seems like some people can see the Midnight Channel even when it's not raining. Could it be... is our town getting more and more messed up? I feel like people are really, like, not worrying about the fact that there's this weird channel that everyone can see on TV. Desert is the Welshia Fountain. Sure. Oh, damn, we're so good. Can't be stopped. If only I had known that it descends from Italian food. Damn. Oh well.
Man, this fog just won't quit. The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Exactly that, Yosuke.
Whoa, where'd you guys come from?
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
But of course.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad, it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai? Oh, this girl never changes. It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Guys, put on your glasses.
When you put on your glasses, your vision becomes much clearer.
Whoa, it's all clear.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
Then, could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters after school.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
You were familiar with every question. You feel confident about your answers. There will be dramatic turns in the story from this point. It is strongly recommend that you take this opportunity to save. Would you like to save your game now? I suppose. We did it. We reached the end game. And it only took 60 hours.
Here's a story about the fog. Some specialists are raising concerns that this fog may consist of harmful substances. More and more citizens are calling for an investigation into the cause of the fog and the facts about it. Though the government has begun its preliminary investigation, many feel that the causes will be hard to pinpoint. Is this fog really dangerous?
You hardly hardly ever see people walking around town anymore. Or here either.
Everyone's too scared of the fog now to go outdoors much.
It does seem a lot like the fog on the other side. But beyond that, I'm clueless.
There's another item of note here. A summary of Namatame's career with details about the case. The suspect was having an affair with the first victim. It seems she was killed due to relationship troubles. Also in April, Miss Saki Konishi's body was discovered. The police are looking into a motive for the murder. In July, a boy living in Inaba performed a copycat murder. The boy was initially thought to be the culprit behind all the killings, but later suspicion was thrown upon Namatame. Last month, the suspect attempted to kidnap a 7-year-old girl of Inaba, resulting in his arrest. It seems Namatame is still confined to his hospital bed, so further interrogation has yet to commence.
Okay, but like, people definitely interrogate people on their hospital
So it's
beds.
finally over.
Police.
A lot of stuff's happened. But all that's left is for the police to build a case for Namatame, right?
Our work is done here. My job is done. But you haven't done anything.
I'm sure your uncle can.
But the stuff he was saying was so obviously nuts. If he says anything about the TV world, he might be considered mentally unstable.
Also, I heard before that if the police don't have enough hard evidence, it's difficult to build a case.
Yes, there are many such cases and culprits. It's the eternal conundrum for crime investigators.
So even if they're caught, the law can't do shit?
It's a possibility.
Hell's up with that! We all know he did it. You can't just let a maniac who thinks he's saving people by killing them run wild on the streets!
They better not dismiss something this serious because of some mental issues. Saki-senpai. No, not just her. Or that announcer. Even King Moron is his fault. If it weren't for what he did, nobody would have tried a copycat killing.
Moron might have been
It's his
killed
fault
by
Naoko-chan's
someone in the
hospital right
future
now, too.
anyways. You're reminded that you made a promise with Nanako to buy a new kotatsu.
What's the matter?
A kotatsu?
Oh, then why don't we go check them out right now? I know Nanako-chan would be psyched if she came home and found a new kotatsu.
Dude, why didn't you tell me sooner? The winter season's coming up and we just got a bunch of them in stock. All right, off to the housewares section for Nanako-chan!
If we're getting a kotatsu, we better get some oranges to complete the set.
Kind of a dramatic cat. Even if you're not in the frame, you stretch your arms out to
It's
be
a cliche
seen.
because it's true, damn it.
The best compliment to a kotatsu would be a heated rug.
Dude, that much juice would kill the breaker the moment you tried to microwave something. Oh yeah, you've never used a kotatsu before, huh, Ted? It's nice and toasty.
Can I still stay here? You kept your promise to me, so I should be going back. But I don't want to go until Nana-chan gets better.
Of course you can stay. How many times do we have to say this before it gets through to you?
Nanako-chan would be sad if you weren't there when she wakes up.
But I couldn't save Nana-chan.
Don't be silly. We saved her together.
We caught the killer, man. We couldn't have done that without you.
Teddy, you shouldn't talk that way when Nanako-chan is still fighting.
You can be depressed after she's done fighting.
You guys.
Just compartmentalize. Literally no one's staying at my place. Just come on over.
Can I really?
No one is living
That's
there right,
right,
now.
you're just by yourself.
I'm very
now,
bored.
huh?
Please.
Hey, why don't we pick out a Christmas present for Nanako-chan while we're at it?
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure she'll be out of the hospital by then.
All right, but none of this charge it to Yosuke stuff this time. Seriously. We're clear on this, right?
Oh, come on. Why would we do something like that?
Dude, the clothes you got for this guy? I almost pissed my pants when I saw the receipt. How many days do you think I had to work to pay that off?
Well, I can't help it if Junes overcharges for things.
Ugh. Well, I guess you gotta expect that. It's not like Chie-san's ever had the occasion to help a guy shop before.
What? What did you just say?
And with that, Yosuke was never
Come on,
seen
baby.
again.
Don't fight over me.
Stay out of this!
Let's leave them be and think of a present for Nanako-chan on our own.
But what would a girl her age want?
How about
What do you
consciousness?
think Nanako-chan would appreciate most?
Being out of her coma. I mean, I don't think she knows who Rosetta is.
Yeah, that white round shape's the best. A plush doll's the way to go.
All right, as soon as Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, we'll have a party at your place.
Yes! And we'll bake the cake!
Of course!
Let's make it a cake to remember.
Oh, no, you're not. Are you trying to send Nanako-chan back to the hospital?
It's Adachi.
Hello, this is Adachi. I want you to stay calm and listen to me, okay? Nanako-chan's condition suddenly got worse. The doctor wants you to come to the hospital immediately. We'll be waiting.
Come on, let's go.
Doctor, this fog is poisonous, isn't it? Isn't it filled with viruses? They said so on TV. Isn't there a vaccine or something for it?
Calm down, please. That's just a rumor.
Don't tell me to calm down! You're lying! We know you have medicine for this! Are you just going to stand there and watch us die?
Why would we do something like that?
What a commotion.
What the hell's that supposed to mean? Can't you see how much pain she's in?
All we can do right now is monitor her condition closely. Dojima-san, you need to return to your...
I don't give a damn about myself. Do something about Nanako.
Dojima-san!
Happy Father's Day, Dojima-san.
Just save her. For God's sake, please save Nanako.
We'll do our best. I must ask you to step outside for the time being.
In case you're wondering what's going on over here, the cat's gotten about 5 to 10 minutes of just under the chin rubs and has decided to never move an inch again. It's kind of pathetic. All you can see is fluff, right? But you just gotta trust me that this has been under the chin rubs for like a solid 10 minutes.
Do something?
Hey, Zach.
This all has to do with the world you came from. Can't you figure something out?
How's the day going for you?
I'm thinking, but...
Damn it! Why does this have to happen to a little girl like her? How am I
Big
supposed
sleepy?
to stay calm at a time
Same
like
here.
this? Can't believe this is happening.
I don't know how my laziest day turned
Nanako-chan's
into
gonna be
still
okay,
being sleepy
right?
today, but you know, maybe I'll just sleep forever. Wake up in a couple years. Maybe I'll actually feel awake then.
You guys still here?
How is Dojima-san doing?
His wound's opened up again. They're treating it over in his room now.
Any luck with your investigation on Namatame?
About that. I won't mince words here. We're gonna have a hard time making these charges stick.
What's that mean?
I talked with the guys at the station, and it'll be next to impossible to find him guilty in court. Especially given the reason why we took him off our list of suspects for the first case.
Oh yeah, something about him having an alibi.
Yeah, that. And the whole angle about him putting people into TVs. There's no way that'll stand up in court. No one would believe that. What the public wants is when, where, and how Namatame killed these people. And Dojima-san knows it.
Well, ain't you calm about this?
I'm just telling you the truth.
And you call yourself a cop? Huh? You want to see that stuff so bad, we'll show you! Hurry up and bring a TV here, damn it!
Hey, stop!
What the?
Is Nanako-chan's family here? Hurry inside. Please talk to her.
0.
What the hell? What's going on?
No. Nanako-chan. Daddy.
Nanako-chan. Nanako-chan. Can you hear us? Do you understand what we're saying?
I don't know how talking to her is supposed to help, though.
Your big brother's here with you. Just hang in there.
She's talking now, so let's just... This'll help.
Where's Dojima-san?
We're calling for him right now.
How's Nanako?
Doctor.
Big bro.
You finally done? No, you still want more. Okay. We did all we could. We stood around while she talked.
Nanako! Nanako!
We tried our just very, very darndest, you know?
I'm sorry, sir.
Damn it! Damn it!
Nana-chan.
We did everything we could, but we still couldn't figure out what caused this.
So in the end, we just stood around. Our bad.
Nanako-chan.
Dojima-san, what's with that look? Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Hmm? Huh? Wait, is Nanako-chan... But then, where did Dojima-san go? His room isn't that way. Wait a sec. That's the way to...
Senpai! Senpai! Dojima-san might have gone after Namatame! Adachi-san said he was admitted to this hospital!
You transported him to the same hospital? For crying out loud, he's the suspect in the case!
Yosuke being a better cop than
What are you getting mad at me
Adachi.
for? This is the biggest hospital, and he's in no condition to be moved. In case something like this happened, the details of a suspect's hospitalization are confidential information.
Just tell us where he is already! Dojima-san's on his way, ain't he? You don't know what he's gonna do there if we don't stop him!
Kanji-kun, you don't mean...
Hold on. Just what are you guys talking about?
Cough it up! Where's his room?
Top floor in the 2nd surgical ward. Furthest room back. But there's a police guard.
That's not gonna stop Dojima. He is the police. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, Nanako's hospital room.
I was always watching over Nana-chan, and I still couldn't save her. It happened in my world. Even though I was the only Teddy in that place, I still couldn't do anything.
Let go of me. I need to speak to him.
Like we said, without permission.
Permission? Who gave him permission to kill Nanako? Tell me that, huh? The hell with you all! Why is he still alive when Nanako's dead? Give me back Nanako! Give her back! She's all I have! She's...
Boy, we really did choose a good day to stream this part, huh?
Call a doctor!
What a good Father's Day.
Let go of me. I need to...
Holy crap! Dojima-san! Quick, get him to his room. I'll go alert the doctors.
Dojima-san, was he seriously gonna...
His only daughter's dead. Nothing would have surprised me.
Dojima-san probably knew that there's little to no chance Namatame would be convicted. Damn it. He killed Senpai. And now Nanako-chan. And the bastard's gonna walk away without paying for what he did.
That's not right! Why? Why is he the one that gets to go on living?
I was scared, so
You have your life, and now you want your freedom too?
It's your fault that Nanako-chan...
I didn't.
12 o'clock. Is it the Midnight Channel? Hey, isn't this...
I failed to save her. It's because you got in my way.
Another Namatame? How? The real one's right here and we already beat his shadow!
No. Come to think of it, Namatame never faced his other self. And we didn't witness his shadow returning to his body as a persona either. Perhaps that's why we're seeing this now.
What the... I failed. But it wasn't my fault. And the law can't touch me anyway.
What?
Is that what Namatame's really thinking? Then... he wasn't deranged or anything. He knew what he was doing.
To hell with the law! I won't ever forgive what you did!
This... please! Stop! Huh? Stop what? We ain't even done anything yet. Or do you want us to do something? Something fitting for a bastard like you!
Kanji...
Do whatever you want. You hate me because the child died, don't you? I don't care either way. Living or dying makes no difference to me. But you're different. You can't do such a thing. You wouldn't dare, right? I'll continue saving people. It's my mission.
Mission?
My God.
Please, stop.
He wants us to stop. What should we do?
What do you mean?
We can't let this bastard do whatever he pleases.
Yeah, he sure looks real stable and evil genius-y.
No way I'm gonna walk out of here doing nothing.
Yeah, you are though.
I understand, but...
This must be a luxury suite. Most hospital wards don't have such large televisions. Why, with something like this in the room, this man could escape at any time. Although once he enters, he may find there's no way out.
Wait a second. You don't mean...
Welcome to 7 high schoolers contemplate murder.
Serious?
You just gonna turn your back and walk away?
It's a great and riveting story.
That's... but...
What's gotten into you guys? This is crazy! How can we do something like that?
Chie! Everyone, listen to me.
I give solid advice and have great thoughts.
We're gonna do this
all the time.
Now is our only shot. We won't
Listen
get a
to
second
me.
chance. At this rate, the guy's gonna get off the hook, and he'll go around saving people again. You just heard what this bastard's really thinking. If that happens, it'll be just like Nanako-chan and Senpai. Who knows how many innocent people will die this time? I can't let something like that go. Someone close to me died. Her killer can't be convicted. And now I'm gonna let the same thing happen again? There's no way I can do that! It's just wrong, isn't it?
But Yosuke...
All we have to do is push him inside the TV.
All we have to do is a little bit of murder.
Just...
We do a little murdering.
If any of you want no part in this, just leave the room. I'm not gonna force you to stay. As for me, nothing could make me forgive this bastard. But before we do this, I want to hear what you think. What do you want to do, leader?
Let's not commit murder instead.
We don't have time to wait. If we don't do this now, the cops will come back. What are you trying to say? Something we don't know. What don't we know?
I don't really like either of these options. I mean, we really don't.
But we just heard the guy's true feelings on TV! What didn't you understand? Well, what is it? I already told you there's no time to waste. Are you even getting at something here, or are you just stalling? Missing? Like what exactly? Damn it, I've heard enough of this bullshit. Give me a straight answer. Are we doing this or not?
No, we're not. We're not gonna commit murder. Yosuke.
He's right.
Good
Let's
lord.
all calm down for a second.
Take it
I'm
easy.
perfectly calm.
Through gritted teeth.
Hey, what did you mean by we're missing something?
What's there to miss with a sick bastard like him?
Hey, let's all take a
Hey,
deep breath.
let's stop stigmatizing mental illness and figure out why the heck we're gonna kill a guy who had an alibi for one of the murders.
After what happened to Nanako-chan and seeing Dojima-san, we're not thinking straight right now.
Fine.
Seems that everyone has finally regained their composure and have stopped
You're
suggesting
right.
murder.
We should calm down and think rationally about
Good
this.
work, good work.
I realize now that we've heard almost nothing from Namatame's perspective. There's no denying that this man brought great harm to Nanako-chan. But other than that point, the rest comes from our assumptions based on watching the Midnight Channel a moment ago. I won't deny that we were blinded by the heat of the moment, trying to impute all responsibility to him rashly.
But yeah, the guy's not saying anything.
Yeah,
Whatever
in
reason
general.
he had, there's no doubt about the fact that he'd been throwing people inside the TV. It was him who put Senpai through that misery. How can we possibly?
There's literally no motive for that,
Who
though.
says killing people is the same as saving them?
Failing to understand and failing to listen are rather different things. Truthfully, not all the hitches that were nagging at me have been answered yet. We'll have to see what he can tell us about them, though it appears he's in no condition to do so at the moment.
True. Dealing with him right now might not solve all the things that are bothering us. Damn it. But you better remember this. I'll do everything I can to stop him from repeating what he's done.
Yeah, but let's not commit
anytime,
murder.
anywhere.
Yosuke.
Jeez, how the hell can you stay so calm, man?
It's simple. I think maybe we shouldn't murder someone, and then I don't.
Then again, that's why you're our leader. Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. Alright, I'm convinced.
Thank you. I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
We all know how you feel, Yosuke. Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right. Together.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And thanks.
Maximum Fool achieved. I think that allows us to fuse like a ultimate version of Izanagi, like our base persona. Just kidding, it's Loki. Oops. A new social link at the same time. I kind of forgot that this existed. And yet, here we are. The Seekers of Truth.
Hey,
that's Izanagi.
You guys, what are you doing? You can't be in here.
Oh, crap!
We were keeping an eye on the suspect. The police officers outside seem to have their hands full helping Dojima-san. If Namatame were to escape, it would be a disaster for the police's reputation. And their trust in you, Adachi-san.
Oh, I see. We'll tighten security from now on, and I'll arrange for him to be transported out as soon as possible. So, if you guys can keep quiet about being in here, I'd really appreciate it.
How is he, Doctor? He seemed to be extremely agitated a moment ago.
He seems fine for now.
Yeah,
really
he
needs
looks
his rest.
great. He's doing
Outside,
good.
everyone. Doctor's orders.
Understood.
We should go too.
Well, he's whimpering on the ground, but he looks alright.
So what's this thing we're missing, huh?
To tell the truth, there's something that's bothering me too. Why did he start killing people in the first place?
Well, he said himself it was to save them, right? So he killed his lover in order to save her and kept going?
The police speculated the first murder was related to the affair, so they called in Namatame for questioning. But everything in his testimony and his bearing, no matter what they looked at, they found nothing suspicious. If he truly is twisted enough to believe that murder is a means of saving people, I think that would have shown through.
Maybe he faked it real well. Or
Yeah,
maybe
he looks like he
started out
can
with a
really
normal
fake
motive and
it.
got a taste for killing after the first time.
No, if that were the case, his motive for killing that announcer would be even more inexplicable. Namatame and his wife were separated at the time. Both Misuzu Hiragi and himself testified that she had discarded him. Hiragi also knew about Yamano beforehand, and Namatame was shocked to hear of Yamano's death. Their relationship was known and was not strained to the point of murder. There's simply no motive in the affair angle. The police invested a great deal of effort into investigating this point. Therefore, we have no convincing motive for Namatame to kill Mayumi Yamano, although her name was written in Namatame's own diary.
He was having an affair with her.
His reason for killing her.
It's still possible that he was crazy to begin with and no one realized, right?
I don't really get any of this.
Oh, this is so confusing!
Hey, we could hear you in there. This is a hospital. Maybe you should quiet down a little.
Oh, there you are.
It's not a
all of you.
library.
Please come with me immediately.
Huh? What's going on?
What are you waiting for? Hurry, go!
Dojima has now also died. Everyone's dying.
Where am I?
We can't believe it.
Is this Teddy's world? This doesn't quite feel like it, though. I remember being at the hospital. That's right, Nana-chan. I couldn't do anything. Why do I even exist? I couldn't keep my promise. I lost my reason to be there. That's it. I remember now. So, it was true. Guys, Sensei, what should I do?
I can't remember what this part is. I feel like it's like part of the Velvet Room's framework. Remember when we declared her dead? She's actually not dead.
Nanako-chan came around.
She was legally dead, but then she came around. We didn't do anything to do this. She just kind of revived. We're very, very bad doctors. Just actually the worst.
Are you serious?
It's very rare to be resuscitated after one's heart and lungs fail, but it does happen.
It does happen.
But until I know why she collapsed in the first place, I can't say for sure how well she'll recover from here on. Still, Nanako-chan's a fighter, and she's trying desperately to stay alive.
So this isn't a joke? You're actually telling the truth?
She's all right now.
Nanako-chan. Oh my god.
This is amazing!
Miracles do
No
happen.
worries, Crystal.
I'm so glad.
We're gonna get to the start of the final main dungeon and then probably end it there. Just small weekend streams occasionally.
Come on!
But I appreciate it.
Stop crying, you two!
You all should go home for the night. I'll speak with Dojima-san tomorrow about Nanako-chan's treatment. It's rather chilly outside. If it starts snowing, be careful not to catch a cold.
The first good thing this doctor's
Wait a
done so
second, where's
far,
Teddy?
advice-wise.
I noticed he didn't come with us when we went to Namatame's room.
You're right. That's weird. I figured he wouldn't move from Nanako-chan's side.
Teddy, where did you go?
Oh yeah, he has a cell with him. Wait, I shouldn't use mine inside the hospital. I'll try calling him up.
Couldn't save. I couldn't save. Why? Mayumi. And that girl too. I couldn't save them.
Huh? What's the matter? Feeling guilty all of a sudden? Sheesh.
I can't reach him. Did that stupid bear forget to charge the battery?
We took a quick look around the hospital, but there's no sign of him. I wonder where he went.
Oh, it's snow.
Hey, you're right. Wow, it's been a while since I last saw real snow. It doesn't look that pretty, though, because of this fog.
I guess this makes it the first snow of the year. It's freezing. Let's go home. Hey, Yosuke, if you find Teddy, don't forget to contact us, alright?
I know. Let's meet up at the special headquarters tomorrow.
I mean, I guess maybe we'll get to the final dungeon. There is a lot of story in this part.
He's probably fine. But I'll hurry home just in case. Well, see you tomorrow.
Was it really right to stop everyone from murdering him? Gosh, I just don't know. We have no way of knowing. Ah, well. If you kill him, there's a fun little alternate ending. There's actually a few alternate endings in 4, based on a few different things. True ends, false ends, bad ends, all that stuff. Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, ba. Couldn't this have at least been the fog music? Only good ending is killing the monstrosity that is the bear out of his costume. You're gonna be a little disappointed there, sport.
It's quite some time. Do not be alarmed. You are fast asleep in the real
Oh, I'm
world.
not alarmed about that. I'm alarmed by your appearance.
I have summoned you within your dreams. Now then, your journey.
Extremely bloodshot eyes. You sleep, Igor? You getting enough of that?
Do you believe you'll be able to successfully solve this mystery?
Yep.
Splendid. The precise destination of this vehicle, that too is getting rather hard to judge. If we continue driving blindly, we may end up leading you further away from the mystery that you must reach. Well, why don't we take a moment to look back on your journey? It was for that purpose that I summoned you here tonight.
Wow, a plot summary. Thanks. Yes, let me read you a bedtime story about your entire life so far. Voices that you've heard many times echo in your mind.
What's right? What you should choose to do in life? The answers to those things lie within you.
We won't hear many of these.
We are experiencing the words engraved into your
Except for,
memory
like, I guess, will they count? Okay, they'll count our party members. Then we'll have quite a few.
Alright, let's go ahead and think this through as much as we need.
Yosuke, 10 seconds after contemplating cold-blooded murder.
If we leave any unanswered questions behind, we'll just be lying to ourselves.
I'll think as hard as I can and try to help.
Come on, we've accomplished this much together, haven't we?
Right, together.
And it seems you have comrades with you as well. Those heading in the same direction through this dense fog.
We'll be parked for the moment while I confirm our current heading.
As I mentioned previously, this year will signal a great change in your
Velvet
life.
Room continues to be the absolute weirdest and most mysterious thing.
Though there isn't much time left, it can be worth your while.
One game it's a limo on a road, one game it's a prison, one time it's just an elevator.
People are like
They're like,
water
where are we
flowing in a
going?
river.
I'm like, pretty sure we're going up. And
only
they're
one
like,
stream,
oh, are you sure?
But all who pass through
Yeah.
it are affected differently. Some travel fast. Some change their course, experiencing countless events as they travel down the river of time.
Just so. The state of this room reflects the scenery of your heart.
I'm one fancy heart, I
Perhaps
guess.
this may be a time for contemplation rather than action.
Can't go any higher than that though. Crack my voice.
Teddy's missing.
Oh
I
my
looked all over
gosh.
the neighborhood, but I couldn't find him anywhere.
And he's really easy to find.
Yeah, me too. He was acting all weird lately. Rise and the others are checking inside the TV to see if he's gone back to the other side. We're meeting pretty soon, so will you come with me to Jeunesse?
Where could Teddy have gone? Truly a mystery for the ages.
It's no use, man. We can't find him.
No luck for me either. I didn't sense anything over there. The fog's so dense it might be affecting my readings. I wish I could do better. I'm sorry.
That Ted. Don't tell me he really went back to his world this time. We told him over and over that he could stay here.
Let's think about this.
I guess that's all we can do right now.
Let us ponder.
He plays dumb a lot, but he's attached to us deep down. He wouldn't disappear without saying anything, right?
I'm worried for Teddy myself, but let's trust in him and await his return. Right now, we must concentrate on the case. It won't be long before Namatame is transferred to another location. We must hurry, or we will miss our only chance to get his perspective on this.
You know, I've been thinking about the case since, but something just doesn't seem right.
Let's quickly review the facts. Of all the victims, only 2 were killed. Miss Yamano the announcer, and Saki-san.
And Nanako for a few seconds.
From the documents we found in the car, we know Namatame had some sort of dealings with them. After that, there were multiple attempted murders in which we were targeted. It was only when he took Nanako-chan that we caught him in the act, identifying his modus operandi in the process.
I want to hear you put it like that. Sounds like the dude's guilty.
As a result of Namatame's arrest, the police admitted that Mitsuo Kubo was a mere copycat killer.
Back up to yesterday. Remember when you said Namatame didn't have a motive to kill the announcer? That's what's bothering me.
Right. Either he's completely nuts, or we're misunderstanding something.
You lost me.
She's trying to say that if Namatame is sane, then there may be facts in the case we don't know about yet.
Sane or insane? Sounds like a play I saw before.
When he talks about saving people, what does that actually mean? I don't think there's any doubt that it includes kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
Could he mean saving them through death? He did call himself a savior and said that the other side is a wonderful world.
So they'll be saved if they die? What a bunch of crap! The bastard should have gone and saved himself. What do you think, Senpai?
Still no.
If you think about it normally, it's gotta be him. But there ain't nothing normal about that world anyways.
There's something I've been wondering about for a while. When we first encountered him, he said, "You're the ones I saved. Don't worry, I'll save this girl too." So, if he saves people by killing them, did he save us too? Wouldn't he
Are we
actually
all
fail
dead?
to save us?
You raise a good point. If he thinks that salvation comes only through death, his words to us make no sense. And another thing, the Namatame who appeared on the Midnight Channel said he failed to save Nanako-chan.
Well, maybe he really was trying to save the victims by putting them inside the TV. Come on, don't get all quiet like that. You guys know I just say the first dumb thing that pops into my head.
The possibility that he truly intended to save us.
But he's still the one who threw in Saki-senpai and that announcer, right? Sure, we haven't nailed down his motives, but that doesn't change the fact that he killed them. Or what? You think someone else was involved? What makes you think so?
The possibility of a culprit besides Namatame. Could there be something that proves this possibility? Which one was this? The alibi, right?
Her alibi? Wasn't it airtight right from the beginning? How could she kidnap people and throw them into TVs if she's out of the country?
Oh. I thought that meant... Oh, no, that's the warning letter that we got.
Oh yeah! Whatever happened to that thing?
If Namatame's the killer, he must have been the one who wrote it, right?
Let's review them.
Recall that the first warning letter said, "Don't rescue anymore." And the second one said, "If you don't stop this time, someone close will be put in and killed."
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that kind of odd? Would someone who thinks he's saving people by killing them write stuff like, "Don't rescue or kill"?
Yeah, and the "will be put in and killed" part doesn't make sense either. If the killer was writing it, wouldn't it be more like, "I'll put in and kill"?
Hey, could this mean... Yeah, it's almost like someone else wrote this letter.
But only the killer would write such a letter and deliver it to Dojima-san's house, right? If someone else wrote it, that could only mean...
Dear God. Since this is such an unusual case, I was absolutely convinced that other than the Kubo incident, there was one culprit.
So Namatame really was trying to save his victims?
Everything is exactly the opposite of what it first seemed. In Namatame's parlance, failing would have been the first two cases when the victims died. If he had used his method twice and failed both times, he would hardly have continued using the TV. And yet he did. It all seems to suggest that someone else wrote this warning letter while observing the entire case.
Someone else? Then it wasn't Namatame that killed Saki-senpai and the announcer?
We can't say for certain yet. We urgently need to speak with Namatame face to face.
We've taken another step towards the truth. Reached out, even.
How though? After what happened yesterday, they said they're gonna tighten security.
I have a plan, but there's no time to waste. Let's hurry to the hospital.
Hey, this place is off limits.
I'm a consultant with the police. I'd like a few words with Namatame-san. May I go in?
This is Unit 252, requesting confirmation on an ID. Name of Naoto Shirogane. Huh? Ah. Understood. I see. Well, you're on the list. I can give you a few minutes, but I'll have to record your conversation with him for security purposes. Not that I expect you'll get anything coherent out of the guy. He's been spouting nothing but gibberish.
I'd like him to accompany me as well. He has no identification, but this is an emergency situation, and he's here in Detective Dojima's stead.
Huh? Detective Dojima sent him? I wasn't informed of this.
I'll vouch for his
I am
identity.
his son, basically.
Well, I guess it's better than dealing with the man himself. We have our hands full with the transport procedures, so the last thing we need is Detective Dojima running wild. Detective Adachi is busy somewhere too. This is Unit 252. Huh? I see.
Has something happened?
There's something about a suspicious object out in the lobby.
Is that not a fireable offense? We play a loosey-goosey around here.
You should back up your colleagues downstairs. We'll keep watch over Namatame-san. A disturbance in a hospital lobby, after all. It sounds serious.
If anything happens, hit the nurse call button. I'll leave the rest to you.
Understood. Please be careful.
Naoto's plan was a bomb
but
threat.
I didn't expect it to go this smoothly.
Basically.
Wow.
Wow.
There's nothing much inside that suspicious object, so he won't be gone long.
All right, then now's our chance to talk to Namatame.
What's up? Huh? Fake bomb scares? Not if you don't know who it is. Look, these kids were contemplating murder yesterday. We've toned it down significantly. They're learning.
It's tempting to think that you were the culprit behind this entire case. And to be honest, there are many in this town who hope you are, but we are here to learn the truth. So please, answer our questions.
Huh? Buh? What should you ask him? Who'd you throw in first?
Me?
We already know the answer is no, if that's Yukiko was the first.
They were killed. I couldn't save them. No. If nobody saves them, they'll be killed. That's why I put them in there.
Then tell me if my estimation is correct so far. After discovering the Yamano and Konishi incidents, you realized an appearance on the Midnight Channel meant certain death. Thus, to save her from that fate, you kidnapped Yukiko Amagi. You couldn't let her be killed, so you threw her into the TV, preventing the killer in this world from reaching her. And you repeated the process, as more individuals appeared on the Midnight Channel. It all falls into place. His body is weak, but his mind is sound. He's trying to tell us the truth.
Yeah, but if the stuff he's saying is true...
There's another killer who murdered the first two victims?
Indulge us
Who
in a
could have
few
seen
more
this
questions.
coming, everybody? Not me. You don't know who killed the first two. I don't know why I'm asking you.
I have no idea. I want to know that too.
You didn't send the warning letters either.
What are you talking about?
Jesse, what the hell are you talking about?
I didn't know. I never thought it would be that kind of place.
As I thought.
You believe me? Did they find him? Did they find the one who did such cruel things? Mayumi.
Please calm down. Our ability to find the culprit rests on you. We know about the other world. In fact, we're the only ones who can fully understand what you have to say.
Only you?
We did blame you for everything at first, but now I think we can accept whatever you got to tell us as truth.
Just glossing over throwing him into the TV to kill him. There,
Please.
Yosuke, I see how it is.
Tell us everything you can, calmly and slowly.
You're willing to listen? Do my story?
Why, yes, indeed, we are.
All right. Soon after my affair with Mayumi became common knowledge, I returned to my parents' home, as if to run away from the scandal, and I started drinking heavily to drown my anxieties. I hadn't been able to reach Mayumi at all, and that didn't help either. Mayumi, where are you? She'd been disgraced on all the afternoon shows, and forced to resign from the program she was on. I caused her so much trouble. I wanted to at least apologize to her, but I couldn't even do that. I lost the will and energy to do anything. Then, one day, the rumor I heard some time ago came back. Since I had nothing better to do, I sat down blankly in front of the TV and watched my own reflection. And all of a sudden, there was Mayumi. Mayumi? Is that you? The Mayumi inside the TV looked as if she was calling to me for help. Mayumi? Mayumi! When I reached out unthinkingly to touch her, my arm disappeared into the TV, as if I had dipped it into a pool of water. I was so shocked that I lost my balance and nearly fell face first into the TV. I was so scared. I couldn't understand what just happened. I thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown. I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi? I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again, and I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program.
One moment.
I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated. Soon after that...
God, I wish it didn't pause every time I had to just tab
my
out.
job, and
Just
I
check
wanted
something
to know
on the
the
stream
truth
or whatever.
of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi. The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
She was like, that doesn't make any sense, goodbye.
But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please! The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was gonna be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
It was around that time when I met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you.
I forgot how long the section of the game is before we get to any control.
I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer, who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, who'll save her then? The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side.
But instead of doing that, I threw other people into the TV.
There before the killer gets her. What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't?
Yeah, you weren't doing any of that, no.
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was complete. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See ya? Wait, are you talking about the concert we did at Junes?
Yes. I wanted to know why the ones I saved were all hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself. I thought I was going insane. I probably did. And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be. I didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this. I suppose so. But the things I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger. I'm sorry.
The Midnight Channel and the other world? You can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Ah, yes, these are all my assistants.
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murder. It was another party who threw the first 2 victims into the TV.
Police officer listing in, just being like... What? Excuse me? No. This doesn't make sense.
Get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh.
Sorry, Budget Dojima. Big apologies.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last
Excuse
time you
me.
saw Teddy, right?
Whew.
He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who
A lot of
understand
people
what's really
aren't
going
aware
on.
that there's a trail to
And you
cover.
never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow. We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Alright. Well, for some reason, I don't remember this part of the game at all. I thought we would just put it all together right away. But I must bid you all adieu. We'll be back tomorrow, literally, with just some Isaac, and then Tuesday we'll start another new game with Ender Lilies. We'll try to do these streams more often on the weekends. Most weekends up until the end of July. Because as promised, we really want to get this done. This was good progress, though. Last of the main dungeon grinds done. Just have a final dungeon. And then post-game content, which will probably take a few streams. So we're making good progress. But for now, we'll have to leave the mystery where it's at. But again, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was relaxing. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday. Monday, Isaac. Tuesday and Thursday will be Ender Lilies. So look forward to that. If you like, leave a follow or just come back, hang out any other time you want. Again, thanks for watching. Have a great little rest of your weekend, and hope to see y'all tomorrow. Toodles.